Hootler is the newest comic by indie comic writer Anna G aka Mrs. G, who previously delivered us 5 Mrs. G comics that I, Robotron, reviewed a while back, making it the most viewed video ever on this obscure little channel. Robotron became quite the fan of Mrs. G and was prompted to buy this one on day one of release. This time Mrs. G dives into another semi-self-inserted alter ego called Lady Hootler, a superheroine whose powers revolve around dominance. Dressed in a sultry revealing black leather outfit, she is both the angel and the demon men and women alike love to see coming. In this first issue we get the rundown of how her powers work, and she gets a potential first, equally seductive, arch-nemesis in the process. The story is short and simple, offering a few laughs across the 35-page read. Plenty of eye candy with both the classical-styled artwork by Patrick O'Donnell, as well as the seductive poses and shots he gives to us. The art, I think, is a step up from most of the artwork in the previous Mrs. G comics. The writing is fairly similar, although I did catch a slightly more edgy vocabulary than the previous ones. Oh, and I saw a nipple. They snuck in a nipple, so viewer beware. It might shock you to see one, after all. Overall, I enjoyed this issue, which offers the reader a look at the balance and intricacies of male and female domination, and to extend the relationship between the two. I personally am not someone who bows down for anyone, but even I, Robotron, must admit that being pinned down under the lush voluptuous curves of Mrs. G Lady Hootler would be Anyways, what was I saying? Oh, right. The only slightly negative point I can point at is the placement of some of the caption boxes that sometimes go against the left to right Z flow of comic book reading. Sometimes there was one in the center, as pushing it to the left would have obscured the illustration in the panel. A small thing for me, as my high capacity brain allows to accept such quirks and adjust them in my reading subsequently. If you enjoy quick little stories and nice art that's, once again, a little bit deeper than you would expect, then be sure to check out Lady Hootler issue 1. For me, I thought it was a little bit too short, but then again I am a quick reader and a glutton for more, so I'll be waiting for issue 2 of this series to fill up my robotic needs. Which reminds me that Mrs. G is also coming out with a Sherlock Holmes, as well as another comic with the intriguing titles Cougarston and the Alienation of Mrs. Goodwin. So I'll see you next time. This was me, Robotron. Smash TeeVee Comics, over and out. Smash that.